In this video, I will show you how to conduct a search engine results page analysis, or SERP analysis, using Google and my free SERP analysis spreadsheet to help bulletproof your keyword research and improve your organic search rankings. Hello, and welcome to SEO Frank's YouTube channel, where you will get free SEO templates, guides, and tips. If you want to get updates, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Conducting a SERP analysis is a critical step in qualifying your target keywords from keyword research. It will ensure you are choosing the correct keywords for your business and will help improve your organic search rankings. A SERP analysis is something that is easily overlooked and often forgotten by webmasters and SEOs. Unfortunately, this can result in wasted resources into creating content that has no chance of ranking highly in search engines like Google or Bing. Continue watching to find out what a SERP analysis is, why it's important, and how you can conduct one with Google and my free SERP analysis spreadsheet for higher organic search rankings. A SERP analysis is an analysis of the top ranking organic pages and any associated SERP features for a given keyword or query. Now, the analysis is usually done with the use of Google and analyzing the top results of Google, hence page 1, for that given keyword that you are interested in pursuing. And a SERP analysis is so important because it allows you to validate your target keywords during your keyword research process. And really what it does is it provides you with valuable info about what it's going to take to rank for a particular keyword and if it's even worth attempting to do so for your business or your website. So let me show you a quick example to demonstrate this. Let's search for the keyword research tool. So if you were going to target this as a target keyword, without doing SERP analysis, you could make some guesses or assumptions about what kind of content is actually ranking for this keyword. But if you do a SERP analysis with Google, it'll tell you exactly what it's going to take to rank for this keyword. Essentially, it's like playing poker and Google is showing you its cards. It's saying this is exactly what you need to do to rank for this keyword. And all by looking at one of Google's search engine results page for the given query or keyword that you're looking to rank for. So right off the bat, you can see there's some ads, some top ads at the top of the SERP. So that shows that there's some commercial or transactional intent for this keyword. If you go down to the organic results for this keyword, you can see the first one is a landing page for a free keyword research tool. The second one is Google Keyword Planner. So the first two are landing pages for keyword research tools. Third one, same thing. It's a landing page for a keyword research tool. Now the fourth one is the 15 best keyword research tools for 2022. So this is showing commercial investigation. What this landing page is showing is it's doing a review of the 15 best keyword research tools. There's a people also ask box, so there's some more informational intents associated with this keyword. The next one, once again, commercial investigation, the 10 free best keyword research tool. The next result is another landing page for a keyword research tool. So this is the basis of SERP analysis. Essentially, what is going to rank for the keyword research tool it's about a 50-50 mix between landing pages for keyword research tools or reviews of keyword research tools. So that's what it's going to take to rank for this keyword. If you targeted keyword research tool and you wanted to rank an informational blog post on information about keyword research tools and what they're used for and what they do and some history behind them, that's probably not going to rank highly in Google because that's not what this SERP is showing, which is the search intent behind the keyword. So that's really the whole basis behind SERP analysis and why it's so important and how it bridges the gap between your keyword research and the content that you need to create in order to rank highly for the keyword. So now you know what a SERP analysis is and why it's so important. So next step is I'm going to show you how to actually conduct a SERP analysis for a keyword using Google, a couple of free browser extensions, and my free SERP analysis spreadsheet. So the browser extensions that we'll be using are SEO Minion and SEO Quake. I'll put links to these browser extensions in the video description below. The next thing you want to do is go to my blog post, seofrank.com/SERP analysis. Scroll down a bit, and you'll find my free SERP analysis spreadsheet that you can download either in Google Sheets or Excel formats. So depending on the format you want, click on one or the other, or both if you would like, to download the spreadsheet. So now that you've downloaded my free SERP analysis spreadsheet, I'm going to show you how to do a SERP analysis for a keyword. So I'm going to use the example keyword graphic design services for small businesses. I'm just going to use this as an example to demonstrate how to do a full SERP analysis. So first thing you're going to want to do is fill in your spreadsheet with your target keyword, carry over search volume and SEO difficulty from your keyword research. So take your keyword and you're just going to Google it. And there you go. And here's the SERP that comes up for this keyword. So initially, what you want to do is the first step, as you can see in your SERP analysis spreadsheet, is the search intent analysis. So the first item is analyzing the SERP features. So that's if there's any news features, images, videos, any ads that come up as SERP features. That's going to help give you some insights into the search intent behind the keyword. So we can see for this one, graphic design services for small businesses. There's no ads on this SERP. There's a people also ask box, so that shows that there are some informational questions that could be answered if you want to rank for this keyword, so that shows some opportunities there. Other than that, there's some bottom ads, it looks like. So there is a little bit of commercial or transactional intent with this keyword, but really for the most part, this is a really clean SERP. You have the 10 blue links in the organic section, a people also ask box, and then the bottom ads right here. So really, this is a clean SERP, which is good from an organic ranking point of view. You're not going to have a lot of SERP features that are going to steal clicks away from you if you want to rank on the organic section of this SERP. So that's a good point from an organic standpoint. You know, if it's littered with a lot of video ads, a lot of video features, a lot of ads, image features, that's going to take clicks away from the organic blue links, which isn't good. So what you want to do here is you can either manually go and enter the quantity or amounts of SERP features that you see on that SERP into your spreadsheet. Or if you have SEO Minion activated, you can, I don't know why the interface is coming onto the bottom of the SERP here, but that's okay. If you activate SEO Minion and look for the SERP interface, what you can do is it'll actually show you what's coming up for SERP features. So you can see there's 9 organic results, 2 ad results. So really what you would do is just put 9 under that, 2, 0 for the rest. You could also add that there is a people also ask box. Now when it comes to search intent, you can just really scratch the surface here. So looking at the first result, So this looks like a service page for a small business graphic design company. So the intent would be navigational, as a lead. Same thing for this one. It's a landing page that is advertising or showcasing their services for graphic design for small businesses. So that's result number 2. Result number 3, same thing. So on and so forth. And you can go on and do the rest. But to get the URLs in the spreadsheet, a really easy way to do this is in your SEO minion interface. Make sure you select copy and all organic URLs at the top and then click go. And then you can just paste these by clicking paste special, values only. And that will preserve the formatting in your spreadsheet and paste the URLs under the URL column. Next, I'm going to show you how to pull the or some SERP authority metrics for your keyword and put that into your SERP analysis spreadsheet. So when I say SERP authority, I'm talking about backlinks and the amount of backlinks that each of the organic ranking pages have in the SERP. And that'll give you a understanding of how many backlinks it may take to actually rank for this keyword, if any. And that helps you gauge your organic search competition. So in essence, it's also a bit of a competitor analysis for this section. So once again, go back to your SERP. In our example for graphic design services for small businesses, so we want to pull backlink data for this SERP. So for this, you can use SEO Quake, the browser extension. So make sure it's activated. And then depending on where your SEO Quake interface shows up on your SERP, you want to find that. And then first you want to click on the parameters button to configure your parameters. I like to have the following ticked. As you can see in my screen, you can have more or less depending on what type of metrics you want to export from the SERP. Once you've clicked your parameters that you want to export, really all you have to do is click Export CSV and save the file. After you've done that, then you want to go and open your CSV file that you exported. It's going to come out in a bit of a weird format. So what you need to do is you need to go data, split text to columns, do that by semicolon there, and then it's going to split all the exported data from your SERP. And then here, what you're going to want to paste into your spreadsheet is these columns. Once again, do paste special, values only to preserve the formatting, and that will paste all the data into your spreadsheet. Now that you've pulled some backlink data from the SERP and pasted it into your SERP analysis spreadsheet under the SERP Authority Analysis section, you can take a look and kind of gauge your organic competition and how many backlinks they have. And this will kind of give you some insight into how many backlinks it may take to rank in the organic section for your keyword. So as we can see here in our example, the top 10 have quite a lot of backlinks, but there is one in the 6th position that's only ranking with 6 backlinks. The first 5, are in the 10 to 80 range. So there is a high level of competition here, and in order to rank, you're probably going to need a handful of backlinks. At least 5 to 10 to have a shot. Anyways, that's what this is telling us. In terms of subdomain and root domain backlinks, take these values with a grain of salt, because remember, pages rank in Google, not domains. So, if you're seeing, well, this domain has 56,000 referring backlinks to their domain, that's, if you're a new website starting out, that's something that's not achievable instantly. That's going to take you years to do. So really focus on the first column, which is the backlink column. Like I said, take these with a grain of salt. Next, we're going to analyze the metadata of the SERP. So when I say metadata, I'm referring to the page titles or the title tags and the meta descriptions, as well as the URLs of the ranking pages for your keyword in the SERP. So that has to do with the metadata analysis section in your SERP analysis spreadsheet. So go back to your SERP, and in order to pull the metadata from this SERP, you can use SEO Minion. So once again, find your SEO Minion interface, go to copy and all organic results at the top, and then click go. That'll copy the results. Then you can go back to your spreadsheet. You can also, instead of clicking copy, you can select download in the SEO Minion interface and click go. That way you can save the file as an Excel file. Click OK. Once you've opened the file that you downloaded, you'll want to copy the title and description columns and then paste those into your metadata analysis section in your SERP analysis spreadsheet. And there you go. Now you've pasted the metadata into the page title and meta description columns. And now what you want to analyze for is, ask yourself, is the target keyword being used in the URL? Is it being used in the title tag? Is it being used in the meta description? Are there opportunities to capitalize on unoptimized metadata within the SERP? So if you go look at the URLs, you can see in the URL slugs, small business graphic design, the second result, services, third result, graphic design services, fourth result, design, fifth result, graphic design. So for the most part, portions or partial matches of the target keyword is being used in the URL slugs. If you look at the page titles, the first result, small business graphic design services company, that's an exact match. The second one, brand designer for small businesses, partial match. Third one, graphic design services, so on and so forth. So you can see in the page titles, there are some that aren't using an exact match for the target keyword. So there are some opportunities here, but for the most part, at least partial matches are being used. And then you want to do the same thing in the meta description. See, is the target keyword being used within the meta description? Now, obviously, when you're doing this analysis, you're always going to want to use your target keyword in your URL slug, your page title, your meta description, whether or not the existing ranking pages on your SERP are doing so. If there's a lot of page titles or meta descriptions that aren't optimized in terms of target keyword usage for your SERP, then obviously you have an opportunity to capitalize on this, and it may be a little bit easier to rank higher for that keyword because you can obviously get a higher click-through rate if you use the target keywords. So keep that in mind when you're doing the analysis. So the last step in the SERP analysis is to look at more of a page level analysis of the ranking pages in the SERP. So if we go back to our SERP, what we're going to do here is you're going to be looking at what kinds of pages are ranking in the organic section. So, page type, what type of page is it? Is it the site's home page? Is it a blog post, a service or a product page? What the content type is? Is it a review style post, a step-by-step guide, a template? You're going to look at the H1 tag, the word count on the page, and then if any relevant images or videos are being used. So the best way to do this is, you can kind of scratch the surface and just look at the page title, the URL, and the meta description to kind of give you a ballpark of what the page is about or what's on the page. But really the best way to do this is to actually go over to the page. So I'm going to open the first 3 results here in our SERP. So the first one, you can see it's from the URL, it's a service page for this company's small business graphic design packages. So as you can see, it looks like a lead generation page. So as we said in the search intent column, this page is a landing page for a business that is offering graphic design services for small businesses. So this looks like a lead generation page, which it is. It's showcasing their services for graphic design. Second one, same thing. As you can see in the URL, it's a service page. And if you scroll through, you can see these are various service packages for graphic design services. The third one, probably going to be the same thing. This is a service page that's showcasing the graphic design services that this company offers. So that's exactly what you want to do. And if you go back to your SERP analysis spreadsheet, that's what you want to do. You want to fill in under page type. You want to say, for the first 3 that we just saw, service page. And then you can do that for the remaining pages. And then content type, you can fill that in, service page with testimonials, for example. And so then that's what you do for content type under the content type column. To get the H1 tag, you can use SEO Minion. Once you navigate to the page, click on the SEO Minion icon, go to Analyze On-Page SEO, and if you scroll down a bit, it'll show you the H1 tag. You can copy that, paste that into your spreadsheet. Once again, do that for all your ranking pages. Word count. You can also use the SEO Minion tool. Here it shows you at the top 1,086 words. For images, you can also use SEO Minion. It tells you total images, which is 40 for the first result. And then for videos, I would just scan through the page manually and see if there's any. For the first result, it doesn't look like there are, so no videos. So once you've filled in your page level analysis columns for all your organic ranking pages in your SERP, really what I recommend doing is, at least for the top 5 ranking pages, actually go and read through the entire page. That's going to give you the best insight into the quality of the content and what type of content is actually required to rank for this keyword. Personally, whenever I'm trying to target a keyword, I always read at least the top 5 results. In Google, ideally the entire first page, because this really gives you the best insight into the quality of content that's required to rank for the keyword and any unique angles or missed opportunities that the existing pages missed out on, and like I said, any unique angles you can take. So going back to your spreadsheet, like I said, once this is all filled in, you can kind of see, okay, what are the main page types that are ranking? What's the main content types? What's the approximate word count? And what that's going to tell you is exactly what page type and what content type you need to rank for that keyword. So, in this example, if they're all service pages, which it looks like most of them are, you need to be a service page to rank for this keyword. You're not going to rank with an informational blog post. For content type, if it's service pages that are showcasing their packages and testimonials of their clients, then that's exactly what's going to take to rank for this keyword at a minimum. And then the word count, aim for the average word count for the SERP. So if it ends up being between 1,000 and 2,000 words, you're going to need at least that to rank for the keyword. Same thing with any relevant images or videos. So now that we've completed the SERP analysis for this example keyword, this is where you're going to draw your conclusions. So go back to your spreadsheet. So under the search intent analysis column, this will tell you what the search intent of the keyword is, and that'll tell you, does that align with the objectives of your website or your business? And can you create content to satisfy that search intent? In terms of SERP features, if it's littered with a lot of ads, image listings, news listings, maybe you don't want to target that keyword because it's going to take a lot of clicks from the organic section. Moving on to the authority analysis section, if there's a ton of backlinks for the ranking pages, maybe you don't want to pursue trying to rank for that keyword because you're going to have to put too many resources into building backlinks. If there's a lot of pages ranking that don't have many backlinks, then you can expect potentially some quick ranking results by not having to build many backlinks. Looking at the metadata analysis, once again, look at your page titles, your meta descriptions, the URLs that are ranking, and see if they're optimized in terms of target keyword usage. And then finally, your page level analysis. For the organic pages that are ranking, what are the page types? What are the content types? Do you want to create content that aligns with those page and content types? If yes, great. You probably want to target this keyword. If not, Google is telling you this is what it takes to rank for this keyword. So if your intentions don't align with what's actually ranking, you're not going to rank highly for that keyword. And then in terms of word count, you want to write an article that is at least at the average of the pages that are ranking. If it's a bit higher, that's okay too. And then kind of aim for an average image quantity, as well as you can see for this result under the videos column, there's currently no videos in any of these ranking pages. So that's a unique angle that you could pursue. Put a video on the page. That could be something that could bump you up in the organic rankings. And in your spreadsheet, you can just use the notes column to put any of these conclusions that I just talked about and overall list if you want to go ahead and target the keyword or not. A SERP analysis is a key step in your keyword research process. It is necessary in order to ensure that your target keywords align with the goals, objectives, and available resources of your business. Failing to conduct a SERP analysis before creating content for your target keywords can result in wasted resources to your business, and not to mention a low ranking page in Google. If you're looking for a refresher on how to conduct keyword research for your website, check out my free keyword research template along with a step-by-step guide. If you found this video useful, hit the thumbs up button below as it helps me keep my channel going. If you want to get updates from me, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out on any of my free templates and guides. Leave a comment below in the comment section if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.